If you still think RC is just for kids, this video will change your mind. The RC toys that we're given have been revealed, and some of them are seriously wild. I'm Miraz. This is Miraz Tech. Subscribe now because RC is on another level. Let's kick things off with the Traxxas E-Revo, a machine that destroys the line between toy and professional engineering. This is a monster truck bred for chaos. It sits low, wide, and aggressive. When you pull the trigger, the acceleration is violent. We're talking about speeds hitting 70 miles per hour. It feels like it wants to tear the tires off the rims. What makes it handle that power is the inboard suspension system, similar to high-end Formula 1 cars. You can launch this thing off a massive dirt ramp and land plushly without bouncing all over the place. It eats up gravel, grass, and mud like they don't exist. And if you flip it onto its roof, you don't have to walk over to fix it. Just press a button and the truck uses its own torque to rock back and forth until it flips itself back onto its wheels. It keeps the action going and makes you feel like an unstoppable off-road pilot. Now, let's leave the dirt for the water with a high-performance RC boat. Most think of remote-controlled boats as slow plastic toys, but this is a racing machine. It features a deep V hull design that slices through choppy water rather than bouncing over it. Throttle up and the nose lifts, planing out instantly and leaving a massive rooster tail behind you. We're talking about speeds exceeding 50 miles per hour. On water, that feels insane because you're battling wind and waves. It handles like it's on rails, carving tight, aggressive turns. But the game changer is the self-righting hull. If you capsize in the middle of a lake, you don't swim. Thanks to internal weight distribution, you simply blip the throttle and the boat flips right back over. It turns a stressful crash into a cool trick, keeping you in the race. From the water, we move to something that looks like a biology experiment, the OutRunner. This isn't a car or a plane, it is a biologically inspired running robot. Instead of wheels, it uses rotating legs to sprint. When it moves, it mimics the gait of a running animal, bounding forward with a rhythmic motion. It balances itself purely through physics and momentum, just like you do when you run, so it doesn't need complex gyroscopes. Because it has legs, it can traverse terrain that would stop a wheeled vehicle, stepping over obstacles and running through tall grass with ease. It reaches speeds of up to 20 miles per hour, surprisingly fast for a legged robot. Controlling it feels less like driving and more like guiding a creature. It challenges your brain to think about movement differently. It's durable, futuristic, and a perfect example of nature-inspiring tech. Now, let's slow things down with the LEGO Technic Dom's Dodge Charger. This is the ultimate collectible for Fast and Furious fans. You aren't just buying a model, you're building a mechanical tribute to the 1970 Dodge Charger RT. As you snap the pieces together, you assemble a functional V8 engine. Once built, moving the car causes the pistons to pump, giving you a satisfying look at how an engine works. The suspension is fully functional, giving the car that heavy muscle car bounce. Pop the trunk and you'll find the nitro bottles for extra movie accuracy. But the coolest feature is the wheelie bar stand. You can lock the car into a permanent wheel stand position, recreating that legendary scene where Dom launches the car with massive torque. It looks incredible on a shelf, serving as both a sophisticated puzzle and a piece of aggressive automotive art. Let's take that adrenaline to the sky with the Hogs Sonic Plane. If you have ever wanted to fly without complex controls, this is your answer. This plane is built for instant, stress-free fun. It is incredibly lightweight and aerodynamic, designed to cut through the air with the distinct whistling sound. The genius here is durability. Made from crash-resistant foam, it can take a serious beating. You can nosedive into grass or crash into a bush and usually just pick it up and throw it back into the air. Launching is a simple hand toss and full throttle. It is agile enough to perform loops, sharp banks, and corkscrews in a local park. It simplifies the dream of flight down to its purest form, speed and freedom. You don't need to be a pilot to feel like one. It's the perfect entry point for aviation curiosity. Back on the asphalt, we go sideways with the RC Drift Car. This gadget changes the goal of driving. You aren't trying to grip the road, you are trying to lose grip in style. These cars come with hard, slick tires that slide effortlessly on smooth surfaces. Driving one is a constant balancing act. You flick the steering to initiate a slide, then countersteer to catch it, using the throttle to keep the wheels spinning. When you get it right, the car floats around corners in a perfect controlled drift. It looks spectacular, like a miniature professional drift battle. The cars are highly detailed replicas with wide-body kits and spoilers. You can set up a track with cones and spend hours linking turns. It rewards patience and skill, turning a flat piece of ground into a technical playground where style matters as much as speed. Finally, the ultimate dream for speed freaks, the RC Jet. This uses an electric ducted fan to simulate a jet engine. The sound is addictive, a high-pitched whine that screams power. It looks fast sitting on the runway with sleek swept-back wings. In the air, it covers massive distance in seconds, tearing across the sky in graceful arcs. Modern versions often have electronic stabilization, which smooths out wind gusts and keeps the plane level, making jet flight accessible to non-experts. You can pull off barrel rolls and high-speed low passes that look cinematic. Landing is the final test. You must manage speed carefully, flaring right before touchdown to settle it gently. It is an intense, high-focus experience. When you nail a flight from takeoff to landing, you feel a genuine rush. It's the closest most get to piloting a fighter jet. So, which gadget amazed you most? Was it the raw power of the E-Revo, the elegance of the RC boat, the futuristic OutRunner, the nostalgia of Dom's Charger, the stunts of the Sonic plane, the artistry of drifting, or the freedom of flight? Comment below and let me know. Subscribe to Miraz Tech for more gadget explorations. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.